Autism. This is about getting black boys to see who they are, that you're greater than Steve Jobs. How do we tap into that innovation that's inside of them in the space? And found that fractals were big in the 80s. It required Europeans, mathematicians. It required them to use computing to understand fractals. He was looking at design themes, architecture across the African continent, and found that centuries before Europeans were modeling fractals with computers, you found fractal patterns. Here is in nature within architecture. You found fractal patterns within art, fractal patterns within religious iconography and symbols. And so he really wanted to bring this information back here to the US to challenge the idea that Europeans invented mathematics, right? He wanted to show original bodies of African mathematics as a way to challenge those white supremacy, settler colonial narratives within schools, provide tools to teachers that they could bring into the math class, that they could bring into the computing class.
I realized I had a passion for education, so I wanted to become a teacher. And so I majored in educational leadership, not knowing that educational leadership is for teachers who want to be administrators. So I had to change my major again in leadership to physical education. And so I went from someone who didn't want to go to college to someone who went to college, didn't think he would graduate, to graduating and then signing up for more college and then graduating with a master's degree in physical education. So 2 degrees, bachelor's degree, master's degree, FAMU. Went back to the graduate studies office to thank the black women, the 3 black women, they were still there, for believing me when I didn't believe in myself. For having a vision for me when I didn't have one for myself. And the immediate response that I got was, what you say?
Gotta go get the doctor.
Oh, you must have known, huh? They say, you're not done yet. I say, yes, I am. They say, no, you're not. I say, yes, I am. They say, no, you're not. And then they start giggling. He think he finished. You going. So I stayed in the room long enough for him to convince me. So off to Purdue University. So I got a second master's in health and kinesiology and then a PhD.
Particularly important for black people. We should not be told this, because we do just that. But we don't get over it, but we leave whatever we're going through in the back of our mind. It's going to carry over into the next generation, to the next generation, to the next generation. So it's important that we break those cycles, both mentally and physically. Vital support is very important. You have to have educators, individuals who look like us, which is very important. You have to have those individuals invested into those schools, rather it be in education or in mental health. Because it's been proven when individuals look like us, they are better able to connect with us and then teach us.
We are an academic and social support group, and much of my research that I do is predicated on what we've been able to do with this group, but I want to make sure that I don't take all the credit for this. Because my research is always following the black intellectual tradition and looking what our ancestors did and how they got over and making sure that I can again embrace the Sankofian model, what they essentially used to be successful before they had anything, right on. And then the question I have to ask is, how can we have all this wonderful space, right? Access to space and computers and Star Wars stuff flying around in the room, and somehow the kids don't learn a damn thing.